Hello, welcome to Hoppy Tree Service Tree Talks. I'm certified arborist August Hoppy. Today we're going to talk about the most common disease we see in spruce trees. It's called Rhizosphaera needlecast. If we look at this spruce tree behind me, you can see what our problem is. There's no needles on the lower parts of the tree here. This is from that fungus, Rhizosphaera needlecast. The fungus typically it starts low on the tree and works its way up the canopy of the tree. It likes to hang out in those shady areas, those cool, moist, shady areas of trees. So that's why the tops of the trees are usually look just fine, because there's lots of airflow and there's lots of sunlight there. It's these lower parts that show the worst signs of Rhizosphaera needlecast. So they start low on the plant, work their way up. It also starts from the inside and works to the outer parts of the branches. If you can see here, there's a little tuft of growth at the end of the branch. That's all that's left that's healthy on this tree, so that branch will eventually die. So it's a problem. It's a real problem of spruce trees. Typically it's worse when there's lots of spruce trees planted right next to each other. The disease can jump from tree to tree. There are things we can do to prevent the spread of Rhizosphaera needlecast though. The best things we can do are pruning of the tree. We remove diseased branches. We raise up the height of the tree. That can introduce more airflow. More sunlight for the tree is good too, so if we can prune to increase the sunlight, so that might mean pruning trees around the spruce trees to let more sun in. Or maybe if you've got an area that's planted too tightly of spruce trees, you can thin them out. You can remove some of the trees around other trees. Maybe you remove every other tree. That can create more airflow and more sunlight. Besides pruning, the other thing we can do is we can do a spray program for the spruce tree. We start with one application. It's usually in late May. That application happens right after the new growth comes out on the tree, and we protected that flush of growth. And then after that, we do a second application about a month after that, and then finally a third application after that. So by spraying the tree with this fungicide, we are preventing the fungus from getting established on the tree. It is something that needs to be repeated annually if you do decide to do a chemical treatment, but it's probably one of the most effective tools we have is that spray program. And those things, the pruning and the chemical spray program treatment, those are the things that can slow the spread of Rhizosphaera needlecast.